Hey everybody, welcome back to my slice of heaven. I'm Joey. Wasn't planning on videoing today, but I got to show you all something that's pretty heartbreaking. I'm extremely pissed off about this. Let me start with a little bit backstory first. About 3 weeks ago, I started getting cows on my trail cameras. Wasn't nothing I could do at the time. I could not get here. The cameras actually came through cellular, came right to the camera or my phone. I could not get here then. We just had stuff going on, car problems, just couldn't get here then. Fast forward, it's been like 2.5 weeks since we saw that first cow on camera, maybe 3 weeks now. And I'm just heartbroken, buddy. Or everybody, I'm just heartbroken. What I'm about to show you, if you've got to follow me for a while, you're probably going to be heartbroken too. 80% of our first year trees are pretty much damaged and gone. My guess is the cows grabbed the bottom branches, pulled the trees over, broke them off, ate the leaves off of them. Because they was here on my property for nearly 2 weeks. And there's nothing on my property for them to eat. So I guess they went for the trees, and I'll show you all what they did. I mean, it's not pretty. Here's one of them. This whole first row was as big as this third tree right here. And now it's the only one we have like it. And there's the second one. You can see the cow shits everywhere, all over the place. They didn't get this one. I guess these branches weren't low enough for them to reach. If you look down the row, and then just pan over to the left, look at all the damage. I don't even know what to do. I don't even feel like fixing them now. I'm just ready to give up. I don't even know if they're worth fixing, because I'm pretty sure every bent place right here, this trunk is broke. I'd almost guarantee it. And like I was saying, most of these trees were like that one right there. 4-year-old trees. Now look, now they're been broke off and chewed on, and I don't even think they'll survive, because we've been in the middle of a drought since the end of April. I don't even think the trees actually survive this. Yeah, I don't know what to do or say. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they grabbed the bottom branch and just pulled the tree over to where they could reach the top, and then ate the tops off. And like I said, there's cow shit everywhere. There's more right there, there's right there. I mean, it's everywhere. There's some right there. 2 weeks of eating on my trees. 4 years worth of work just gone. I mean, Chris, me, my son Ethan, Peyton, and Belle put a lot of work into this orchard. Now it's just gone. I really don't think they're going to come back. This is a tree I just planted last year. This one here is probably okay. It's a young one. It wasn't even out of the tube yet. But you can see, look at all the cow shit right here. Fucking everywhere. And honestly, I don't mind the cow shit. I could use the fertilizer on this soil. This soil's pretty bad. But I wish they wouldn't throw up all the trees. So now I'm going to go through here and put T-posts on all the ones that are bent and broken. Like I said, I don't think they're going to come back. I have no idea. And if they do, how's it going to affect the quality of the tree in the future? I mean, like I said, I know look at this. This was another 4 feet out of that tube. And I'm pretty sure, well, this one might be all right actually. You can see it broke off at like 3 foot. I don't know, guys. I'm just pissed off. And how's that going to affect the quality of the tree in the future? I mean, this right here, all this green you see right now is stuff I would have cut off of this tree in the future because I didn't want stuff down that low. Yeah, see right here, look. Right where it was bent down, that trunk's broke. So I gotta cut that off, I guess, and start all over. These trees was 10, 12 foot tall. I know I'm just rambling, I'm just pissed off.
We have not made it to the farm very much at all this year yet, but so that's why we haven't had very many videos. But we are here today. This is the last weekend. Yes, the last weekend of June. It is in the 90s. It is hot. We are miserable. But even more miserable is what we found here on the orchard when we got here today. You can see a little bit of it behind me. As you know, we have trail cameras set up in various places around our farm, and we had been getting, and some of them are cellular trail cameras. So Joey had been getting some pictures sent to his cell phone, finding a very unusual animal to find on our farm. You know, usually we have deer, we have coyotes, there's raccoons, skunks, you know, normal animals like that. We had found a herd of cattle, like maybe 20 or so cows in our orchard. Big grown-up ones, little baby ones, and they were here. I mean, he'd get a picture or two a couple times a day, every day for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Now, he was only seeing it from a very small part of the orchard, and those trees looked to be okay. We just got here, I mean, like 5 minutes ago, and we are so disheartened with all of the damage we are seeing on these trees. I'm going to take you around in just a minute. It's a lot of tall grass though, so I'm trying to stay out of it. You hear the guys with the trimmers in the background. So we can keep the ticks off of us trying to trim down those long grasses. But you can just see, I'm going to take you around and show you some of these trees, but you can just see how much damage we have due to these cows. So I'm about 5 rows in here. You can see this first tree. Okay, it looks all right. Second tree looks all right. But then we start the damage. And this tree is totally broken in half. We're gonna try to recover it, but it's broken in half. I don't know if these trees are going to recover. And there's so many of them. I mean, if you look in these pictures, this part of the orchard at least, it looks like half of these trees. Don't know, with the cows just being clumsy, were they trying to eat the leaves of the trees coming out the tops of the tubes? I mean, all the way down the orchard here, you can just see tree after tree down. This was not just wind damage. This was animal damage. This was those cows. Just knocked over.
Hey, Ethan. Ethan, come here.
This is going to set us back, hopefully maybe only a year. And you can see not just that way, but this way too, there is just damage. The trees on this side were shorter trees, so not as many of them were knocked over, but still a good number of these are knocked down, folded in half, and just destroyed. Like I said, we don't know if these trees are going to be able to recover from this kind of damage. This here is the first row of trees in the orchard. Joey and I, when we were here just a couple weeks ago, we were pointing out how great these trees were doing. And you can see what we have. 2 of them still standing, and it's a row of 11 trees. Oh, Joey just pointed this one out to me. This tree, they didn't knock the tube over, but where is that branch? The trunk. You can see they reached up and they ate it. The top of the tree is gone.
You can see this one, they broke off. The tube's not bent that bad, but it is leaning. They probably just grabbed it and broke that top off and ate it. It was bent. So I guess I need to cut this off, because that's not going to be nothing. Oh, sorry. That's not going to be anything anymore. Now what do I do now? Do I just put another post on it and hope it grows, or do I need to pull this out and replant it? I mean, my original intention was to cut all this stuff off, anything that was too low. I don't even know if that'll live. I highly doubt it. Like I said, we're in the middle of a drought right now. We've been in the middle of a drought for months. I don't think it's going to recover without enough water. Well guys, this makes our 65th tree that we had to repair. And what we've been doing, pulling the tube off. And you can see right here where it's split and broke. And I'm just going down to the next set of leaves right there and cutting that off. Look at all that growth that gotta get rid of. So I'm figuring this probably, this tree here was a little over 6 foot tall. This is actually our 3rd year trees. Our 4th year trees, which is at that end of the orchard, they took the worst hit. We probably had to replace 50 out of the 66 of the 4-year-old trees, maybe more than that. The 3-year-old trees, they weren't as tall, but it's still a lot of time that we've lost into these trees now. It'll probably take 2 years for some of these trees to recover now to get back to where they was at the point before they got eaten and broke off. It's funny, as hot as it's been here, and like I said, we're in the middle of a drought. These leaves on these trees are wet. I'm guessing because of the condensation in them tubes. And when we get that far, we try to pull the rebar out if we can. And we're going to replace it with a 6-foot T-post. That was an easy one, guys. That only took really 4 or 5 bangs. Some of them takes like 16 to 20. And then Chris will put the tree tube back on. Because she's younger than me, she can bend over a lot easier than me. So what I was doing, guys, I was going through taking all the tree tubes off that needed to be taken off, cutting back the tree, driving in the T-post, and then Chris and Ethan would come behind me and put the tube back on.
One of those salad tubes. It'll be a little bit harder to get the tree in. You're right, these leaves are soaking wet.
And she's just got to tuck all the leaves up in the tube. And then the tube just slides down over top the tree. And that's basically what we had to do to 65 trees, guys. And I want to show you, while she's finishing that up, if I can find the tree. Oh, is it this one? No. Here, right behind me. This tree here. You can see, I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's cow shit all over the place. There's some more. There's some more. Alright, enough of that. I don't want to see all that. But this, wasn't this one either. Where was it at? I don't see it now, guys, but like this tree here. This one is still on the rebar. This one was not bent over, but somehow they still got up here to the 6-foot tree tube. I mean, this tree tube is about the same height I am. I'm 6'3", this tree tube's 6 foot. They still got up here and bit these tops off of these trees. That's crazy, isn't it? But that's the last one that was bent over. I have a few that's still leaning a little bit. I'm going to go back and tomorrow, I mean, we're tired. We've been here for 8 hours doing this today. Did it for 4 hours yesterday.
Sounds about right.
Took us 12 hours to go back and fix all these trees. And like I said, it's they've probably been set back 2 or 3 years now, if they grow back at all. I'm sure a lot of them will, but I'm sure a lot of them's going to die. This was one of the taller ones, actually. This was about almost 3 foot tall. A lot of them are down to 2 foot.
Oh yeah, you mean after we cut them? Yes.
After we cut them off,
yeah.
Yep.
Some of them, they were. This one's about 3 foot.
That's
Some
3
of them
foot.
were cut really short.
Now we did have like 2 or 3 that were just bent really bad and not quite broke off, so we went ahead and didn't cut those off. We just stood them back up. They still wanted to flop over, but the tube will hold them straight and hopefully they'll heal. Well guys, that's going to be it for this video. Have you guys ever, for you guys that have property and neighbors have cows, have you guys ever had an issue where the cows get on your property and cause damage? And if so, let me know what you did about it. I did call the sheriff's office yesterday. They passed me off to like 3 different people, and then they said they'd call me back, and I haven't heard back from them yet, and it's been over 24 hours. So I'm guessing if they don't call me tomorrow, I'm going to give them another call. Don't know what I can do about it. Probably nothing, but at least I'll get it on a record that somebody's cows is on my property and caused damage, because I don't know whose cows they were. I'm pretty sure it's a guy from the south, but I'm not positive. Well, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a heartbreaking video, at least for me and Chris it was. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up. I could really use some cheering up right now, and I'm sure Chris could, and them thumbs up will really cheer us up. And until next time, guys, y'all have a great day.